Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I thought I'd do a mini review or mini quick look at Canada Goose beanie hats. Now Canada Goose is one of those top-notch brands where everyone flotates to for winter gear. So if you want to be warm in the winter time and you're sick and tired of freezing your backside off when you're in the snow, or when it gets a bit cold, Canada Goose do beanie hats. Now, Canada Goose are more famous for their jackets, their winter jackets, what they do. But to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of their jackets as such. I flotate to other brands like Nobiz and things like that. But Canada Goose beanies are probably the best beanies I've ever come across. So when it comes to beanie hats, Canada Goose is top notch. Scores a really high mark on for me, I reckon. So obviously in the UK where I'm from, it gets really cold in the winter time, so it's always a good idea to be nicely wrapped up. So without further ado, let's get stuck into these hats. Now, Canada Goose Torque beanies, these are called large disc torque beanies. These are all genuine beanie hats. And how can we tell that they're genuine? Well, when you buy it from Canada Goose themselves, you'll get a humongous box, which I'll show you in a minute, but you'll get a tag on the inside where you got a hologram and whatnot, so you've got to double check all the labels, make sure that they're authentic, because when it comes to high-end brands, there's always because they're so costly, there's always people out there who want to make fakes basically and sell them dead cheap on eBay or wherever they just decide to sell them on the markets or wherever, because people can't afford for £150 for a beanie hat. Now these hats are about £150 each. Come in different colours. This is a blue one, quite a nice blue. As you can see, they're really thick quality of merino wool, so it doesn't itch your head. So if you wear these, they will not itch your head, whereas you wear other types of beanies that are made out of wool, which is a bit wiry, they will itch your head. So if you've got a bald head or a shaved head like myself, then these hats won't be a problem for you if you wear them. So this is a nice red one. What I would be aware of if you are going to buy them from Canada Goose themselves, make sure you check the colours out properly before you purchase them, because I did buy one what claimed to be like a ruby red type colour. When I got it, it was pink. So the colour on the website didn't match what I was after, so I had to go for a different red, which is actually red. So this one, although it looks bright in this room, it's a little bit darker than this in real life. So this is red, whereas the other variant, what they were selling, it was almost like bright pink. So if you're a guy like me, you might not necessarily want to be wearing pink. Some guys might want to wear pink, possibly, but I would have thought most guys tend to stay away from that colour. But anyhow, these are the Artic Torque variants. Now, when you buy a genuine Canada Goose hat, obviously you've got to check the tags and whatnot inside. You can see how thick it is there. Look, really quality thick merino wool, nice and soft, super warm. When you buy these hats, it will come in a humongous box, which is huge. And it's got a magnetic closure on it, and when you open it up, you'll get all the bag and whatnot, and the Canada Goose hat will be inside the plastic bag, obviously, and then you'll get the tag. So it's another way of checking the authenticity of your purchase, because you'll have the tag, and then it'll tell you. So obviously Canada Goose has been making products for over 60 years and whatnot. It's got a little counterfeit thing in there, and it tells you how to check it all out, make sure it's not counterfeit. So if it was me buying stuff of this nature, I would not buy cheap fakes. I'd always go for the real McCoy. But that's just me. Some people can't afford it, so they'll try to replicate it. But what's the point of replicating it? The old idea buying these things is you're paying for quality. You don't want to just look the part. You want the actual quality, the build quality, and the softness of the merino wool. Fakes won't be made out of merino wool; they'll be made out of something else probably. Anyhow, these are the Artic taut ones. But if you want to go more expensive, you've got this type of Canada Goose hat, which is the extra warm variant. What they do. This is like a blacked out badge version, but it's in dark blue. I don't know if you can see it correctly in this light, but it's actually a dark blue. Got a blacked out badge. And this is the thermal torque variant, which is over 200 odd pounds when you buy it. Now, would you go £150 on a hat? Most people wouldn't even spend that on a hat, if I'm honest. Most people definitely wouldn't pay £150 for a hat. But would you go 200 odd pounds for a hat like I did? Well, for me, quality is important. So for me, yeah, I decided to go for this one. I wanted to see what the fuss was about. And this hat fits really tight on the head. And it is super duper warm. So these hats are already super duper warm, and as they are. But this one here has a different inner lining in it. And as you can see, it's got like a really thick, special inner lining on it. And that apparently, when the air gets trapped in those vents and that material type vent, it makes your head even warmer, so heat doesn't escape out. And apparently they're fully breathable as well, so you can wear it when it gets warm as well. Your head won't sweat profusely if you're wearing that hat. Now, is it worth it going for the thermal beanie compared to these? Now, it all depends really. This has got a tighter fit. With these hats, they tend to raise up your head a little bit. Depends how big your head is, obviously, but sometimes you've got to keep rearranging it when you're wearing it on your head, moving them around and whatnot. With this one, not so much. It goes really tight on the head. So if you don't like a woolly hat what's too tight, you might want to go away from this one and maybe go for these ones possibly. Now, these are only a few colours what I've got, but there are other colours. You can get them in various blues and whatnot. But what I would advise if you are going to buy one of these hats is make sure you double check the colours, what they actually really look like compared to the website, because Canada Goose, when it comes to their website, I don't know if they're using Photoshop or whatever it is, but sometimes the colour on the website doesn't reflect what they're actually selling, which I got bit when I bought a hat what I thought was going to be like a cherry red, ended up being bright pink when I got it. But these hats have all been a good purchase, especially this one, which I paid a little bit extra for. This one is a really top-notch one, really excellent in terms of warmth and fit on the head. Excellent hat. Like I said, it comes in a humongous Canada Goose box, which makes you feel all posh and proper, doesn't it, when you get things like this? Anyhow, guys, I think these are probably the best hats I've ever come across for winter. So Canada Goose have done themselves proud with these hats. I think they're well worth it compared to the other hats what you might see out there. And the good plus about these is to keep your head nice and warm, but the big thing is it doesn't itch your head when you wear them. Anyhow, guys, hopefully this video has been quite a good little mini look at some of these hats. Have a good one.